Good morning, children. Today we will start a new chapter, Maps, our guide. This chapter is very interesting and a small chapter, but there are many information you should know as a student. Now, what is map and what is its use in our day-to-day life? Okay, we live on the Earth, planet Earth. It is a very beautiful planet, and we all want to know the things around us in the whole planet. But it is not possible as because our planet Earth is a very vast one. So at a time we cannot know the whole. So to study minutely, we have made the model of the Earth and it is known as globe. So if you want to study in a vast, the whole earth at a glance, you can take the model of the earth and you can study. But if you want to be specific on any one part of the earth, any landscape or any mountain region or any specific thing, then you have to study the maps. Okay, maps are basically drawn on a flat piece of paper and they are very specific one. Globes are used to study as at a glance the whole world together you can study. But if you want to study minutely, you have to study the maps. Now, a map is a drawing on the flat surface I told. Okay, where a part of the flat, where the part of the earth is described according to the scale. Scale means measurement. Map gives us more specific information and detailed elaboration about any topic. Now there are many types of maps. Some are political maps, physical maps, thematic maps. Now what are political maps? The map which shows us countries of the world and the states, different states and their boundaries. They are political maps. What are physical maps? Which depict physical features like mountain, rivers, plateaus, plains, rivers, oceans, etc. They are all built in the physical map. And thematic maps which focus on specific information such as vegetation, rainfall, etc. They give us information about these things, the thematic maps. Maps can be bound together in a book called Atlas. So the book having different types of maps is known as Atlas. It cannot be shown accurately on a flat surface like paper. So we cannot see the whole thing properly because our earth is oval in shape, you know. But the same thing we are drawing on a flat piece of paper to understand nicely. Now the study of map is known as cartography. You should remember this point. The start fact, it is written here. It is very important. The study of map is known as cartography, and the person who studies map or makes up the map is called cartographer. Now, to understand maps, there are certain languages of maps. We have to understand the languages of map until we are reading these languages, we cannot study the maps properly or accurately. So for this, we have to study the map. Now, this is the direction. Basic direction, it has main 4 sides. 4. North, south, east and west. These are the 4 major directions. And there are some sub-directions also. So I will explain you one by one. Now, they are universally the same wherever you are going. The directions are north, south, towards top it is north, toward below it is south, when you are standing facing the direction, towards your right side is east and to the left side is your west. Okay. So these are the 4 major directions which you should know to study the map. Now, this is the physical map. Physical map looks like this. See, the green portions, these are the languages, these are the symbols or signs given to understand the map. Here the green portion means the plain region, the yellow portion means the plateau region, and the pinkish one means mountain region. So here by seeing the picture you can understand the greenish area is plain region, the yellowish one is the plateau region, and these are the mountain regions. So it will help you to study the map thoroughly. It is a political map. It is a political map. Here also different color shows the different states of our country. Below it is Indian Ocean. Towards your east is the Bay of Bengal. Towards the west is the Arabian Sea. And the three side, this portion is known as Peninsular India, and it is totally covered with oceans, and the upmost part is covered with the mountain region. So it is the political map. Here also you have the marked dot, that means the capitals are given here. So these two maps are very important. This one is physical and this one is the political map of our country. Now next comes the subdirections. So between north and east comes the northeast. Between south and east the subdirection is southeast. Between south and west the subdirection is southwest, and between west, north and west the subdirection is known as northwest. So these are the four subdirections you can see in the picture. Now, beside this, we all need the scale to understand a map. A big place is drawn on a small piece of paper by reducing its size. So, for example, suppose in your book it is given the distance between Delhi and Kolkata is about 1400 km, but it is reduced to just show to 14 centimeter. That means a distance of 100 km is represented by a distance of 1 centimeter on the map. So this is called the scale of a map. So it is fixed to measure. The distance is reduced and it is compact and it is reduced to a certain extent so that it can be clearly shown on a piece of paper. Scale can be defined as the ratio between the distance on the map and the distance on the ground. That means ratio between the actual distance and the distance which we are going to draw on the paper. A map without a scale is called a sketch. That means a rough drawing. You are drawing a rough sketch. That means no measurement is there. So those drawings are known as sketch. Freehand drawings, they are known as sketch. Besides this, there are symbols also, sign and symbols we use. Suppose whenever you are seeing a map, certain symbols will be depicted by which you can understand, like the sign of temples, mosques, bridge, dams, rivers. The capital city is marked like this, a dot, and it is rounded up. So in a map, if it is done like this in place of a name, that means it is the capital city of that state. So there are certain signs, symbols you can see in your book, and you can go through all the signs and symbols which are used in the map to show the things. Besides this, there are colors also, what I have shown you in the physical map. Different colors are used to show different things. So these are the important things, like oceans, rivers, they are water bodies, they are marked with the blue color to show the river water bodies. Green color is shown for plain or lowlands. Plateaus are marked with yellow. Mountains are marked with brown. So these are the main colors which mark and work as a sign and symbol in the map. So you have to follow and read this lesson better before understanding. You just see the map pointing and the important points which are discussed over here. They are the important and key points of this lesson. Thank you, children.